Hello everyone, in today's video I will be showing you how to make this simple starter iron farm. It is the simplest thing ever. It will not supply you for a long time. It only produces 271 ingots an hour and it requires 37 large water wheels to power it. But it will be helpful if you want to build a bigger farm, and it is cheap-ish. It does require some brass and some provision mechanisms, but that shouldn't be too hard. As I've said, that's what it produces and what it needs to make. For this, you're going to need a 12 by 15 by 4 area, so that is 12 blocks in this direction, 15 blocks in this direction, and 4 blocks vertical, just like all these designs over here. So let's just get right into it. What you're going to do is you're going to go 3 blocks in from the back, so 1, 2, 3. Then on the fourth one, you're going to go 1 in and place a shaft facing that direction, and then add 3 more shafts on there. You're going to want to replicate this on the other side. So again, 3 blocks in, on the fourth block, go 1 in, then place 4 shafts. This will be the start of your belts. Now don't connect these. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go 3 blocks in, and then on the fourth block, place another 4 shafts. This will be the connecting to these. And then what you're going to do is you're going to want to place a shaft there for later use. Same on this side. There. It's my own design, I'm already forgetting about it. Then you're going to place 4 more shafts there. So far this is looking pretty much the exact same. Then you're going to want to put a shaft there, not a cogwheel there, and connect all these together. And then you're going to the next step is to place 2 gearboxes right here. This will be basically the power input, and then you're going to want to put large speed control there with the large cogwheel on top. Set that to max going bottom. Make sure it's going the bottom. Then you're going to place a chain drive there, and a chain drive there. Then there'll be a clutch there later on. The next step is to place down all 4 of your drills on each side, so that'll be a total of 8 drills. Then you're going to want to, on the back, go like that, like that, like that, like that with your chain drive. So it should look very similar to this there. That's just simple power to get from the belts to the chain drives. Do it again on the other side. So then the next step will be to place down all of your frame glass. You don't have, it doesn't have to be frame glass, it's just I like it. So you place down your glass, make sure it's encasing it in this exact orientation. So you're going to want to go 3 up, 6 across, and then go 3 up, leave a gap, and then go 1 up this time, and just do that. Actually, don't place them ones there. We'll place them in later. So then, next step is placing your 2 vertical gearboxes right in the wrong spot. 2 seconds, everyone. I placed them in the wrong spot. You're going to want to actually put the shafts there when you're building them. So I wasn't wrong earlier. I'm just an idiot. Sorry for any inconvenience that might have caused. So then we're going to want to place the vertical gearboxes there, and that will be to power the millstones later on. Right, for the next step, we're going to be doing the gravel part of the system. So we're going to place our millstones down on these exact positions, a small cogwheel there, and then andesite funnels going all the way along it on both sides. These are very annoying to place. You're then going to want to place your glass back or filler block. I've just chosen glass, and that's the gravel part of the farm done. We'll just do the toggle now. So also you're going to want to set this to receive, which you can do with shift right clicking, or you can use a wrench on it. You can do this to whatever you want, but I'm just going to do it to iron, just to say iron farm. Next step, it will be the iron processing part. So this will be the part where we process the gravel into the iron, and that will require a brass funnel going in, and this has to be a brass funnel. And then we'll also put the leaf there and the fan there. The fan will also have a speed controller going in, with the cogwheel there going at minimum speed upwards. We'll then put the cauldron. Why do we have two cauldrons? Then put a cauldron there, in that there. So the filters we're going to want to do for these. So we're going to want to get our gravel. This can be a block as well. It doesn't have to be from this. We can get a gravel, drag it on, and set it to deny list. We then click submit, and we put it on this one here. So I'll make sure that everything apart from the gravel can go in there. And then this one here will be set to flint. So this one there will be set to flint, which will delete all of the flint once the liquids have been placed in. So that there is basically the iron farm. Just need to hook up a little bit of power, and then we can just do a collection system, and we'll be done. So this aspect here, this will be the iron nugget processing. You don't have to build this, you could just have this going straight into storage, but I'm doing it just for convenience. We'll then want to put our final brass funnel there with an iron nugget on it, and then a basin there with a press on top. We will then want to break that, and then put a shaft there, put another shaft, and then chain drive, chain drive, chain drive, chain drive. So that will be the press making. We then want a shaft there with a gearbox, and then another shaft. That, and then a shaft in the belt. That will make sure that everything's spinning in the right direction when powered from the back. The next, and what I believe is final step, we know it's not enable on all the liquids. The next step is to place down your andesite casing and then your threshold switch. You then want to place the double chest on top. Also, just to remind you, this doesn't have to be in that. So this block here doesn't have to be an andesite casing. It can be anything, just like the glass. Just make sure it's not wood. This you want to set to stacks, and then 54 to turn it on, and 53 to turn it off. That'll just make sure that when this chest is full, it'll turn off the farm, and then when you've taken some iron out, it will empty it. You can also set this to a item vault or anything. I've just got this set to this right now for convenience. You'll then want to put a funnel there and a funnel there, and you also want to set this to iron ingots. Come around to the back of the threshold switch, place the iron in there, place the andesite redstone link there, and then a double iron, which will be the exact same link as this. So remember, this can be whatever you want, and so can this one at the back. I've just chosen as that for convenience. The next, and probably my most favorite part, is placing all the liquids. So you're going to start with placing 4 buckets of water there, and then you can either place 4 lava buckets, or what I'm going to do on this side is you could just place 1 lava bucket and it would spread everywhere. Either way works fine, they both produce the same amount. This one looks nicer, this one looks a bit worse, but works the exact same. I'm just going to place it there for my personal preference. Then going to want to place a lava bucket in this cauldron, and then a water bucket in that leaf. So I believe this is the entire iron farm completed. Power input is back here, which I will just demonstrate now with the creative motor. It doesn't matter what speed it is or anything, and I forgot to power this. When I turned this on, I noticed I hadn't actually completed it, as I forgot to place in this shaft there, and then these two chain drives. You want to place a chain drive there, a large cogwheel there. Remember, this is set to 1 going up, and this is set to 256 going down. These are the things you want to remember. So then that is the farm done. It isn't, like I said earlier, it is not fast. By any means, it's not fast. It has a little bit of a slow start because it needs to wait for the iron to go. But there we go, first ingot has been created. So you can say that's fast, you can say that's slow, but in an hour of AFK testing, this is how much iron it got me. So it isn't a lot, and you need 37 water wheels to actually power it, or you could just use a steam engine, it's up to you. And there we go, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you find any ways to optimize it, or if you've got any questions, just leave them down in the comments. I'll be checking this. I'll be checking them regularly, as this is only my first video. So, thank you all for watching, and goodbye. Also, the schematic's in the description if you want it.